Can y'all hear me? I hope so. I ain't got no music for you. I don't got nothing for you. Uh, what's today, man? It's November 1st, 2016. My name is obviously Jovan. This is my podcast, What Crazy People Think. Boom. That's where I put the music in at. Why don't you have music today, Jovan? Well, I got a new laptop the other day, and I don't have no fucking music yet. I mean, I could just add music to it right now, but I'm using this different software I ain't never used before, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing as of right now. So we just gonna ride it out. We gonna act like there ain't no music. We're gonna act like music doesn't exist. How about that? Can we do that? Because that's what I'm gonna do. We gonna act like music don't exist. So there's no musical break. We ain't gonna end the podcast with no music either. Alright? So what happened to my old laptop? Let me stop. I'm just in an awkward position. Generally, I podcast in my kitchen with my little microphone, stand-up mic, and I just kick it, right? Have a good time like the incense. My incense are lit still, though, but I'm podcasting from my room. Why am I podcasting from my room? It's a lot quieter in here, in my roommate's home, watching cartoons. So, I don't want to be a disturbance, Generally, I podcast when ain't nobody home. But since my roommate's home, obviously I don't want to be on a motherfucking microphone right now talking, being an inconvenience, being rude. Because I ain't rude. Right? Right. So, yeah, if I sound a little different, I'm sorry. The software I'm using, I just downloaded it for free. If you ain't never heard of it, it's called Audacity. So for all you guys out there trying to record your mixtapes or demos, use this. It's free. It works well. I used it while I was in college trying to be a rapper. Didn't work, obviously. Obviously, I'm just podcasting now to my 5 subscribers, So, but I mean, if you're really good at instruments, get yourself a USB microphone, a nice little laptop, and then get you some free software because it's out there and it works pretty well. All right. So yeah, my old laptop crashed. It was pretty old. It was like 7 years old. So I had to go to the store and buy a new one, obviously, because there's shit I got to do. And yeah, I left y'all alone for a long time. The last time when my podcast account got deleted or something happened to it, and I wasn't podcasting for like a month and a half, 2 months. So I was just like, you know what? I can't. This is like a part-time job this is an internship that I'm volunteering. How about that? This ain't a part-time job. This ain't no internship. I'm volunteering. That's what I'm doing right now. Volunteering my voice for y'all to listen to as I speak about nothing, But yeah, my laptop crashed. I had a Sony Vaio. I think the motherboard probably got fried, obviously, because it's old. So everything that's on that laptop is still on that laptop until I can pull the hard drive out and put it in an enclosure and then load it up onto this new laptop. Yeah, and I was so against 2-in-1 laptops for the longest. And I ended up getting one, and the shit's kind of clean. 2-in-1 PC laptops are kind of clean. So the shit's light. There's no disk drive on it, which is kind of weird, but obviously it's 2016. I got to step my life up. So, but it got touchscreen and everything. So that's pretty cool. And some of the apps that are on the iPhone, they have for Windows, so I can edit pictures way easier than buying a whole program, because I just use a little app to edit my photos. But now I could just put my SD card from my camera into my laptop and then just open the app and it's edited from there and then send it to myself, to my phone whenever I want to via email or whatever, or however. I don't know. I think it's just kind of tight though. It's convenient. So I think it's going to be real convenient when I go visit my dad. I mean, it's a big screen, almost 16 inches, I can watch a whole bunch of Django, whole bunch of Quentin Tarantino films, watch naked people, You know, on the airplane, make people feel uncomfortable. If a dude's looking over my shoulder and I don't like him, I'm gonna just do dumb shit and make him feel like, whoa, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy because he's over here watching naked ass people on an airplane full of strangers. So I know this nigga's crazy. I'm just gonna mind my business because everybody that flies or travels, they've always ran into a situation where the person sitting next to them is kind of nosy as fuck, right? They're either nosy or they just rub you the absolute wrong way. Like either they're taking up your arm space, right? Or they keep getting up to go to the bathroom, or they're just wide awake, or they're just doing dumb shit, or they got a badass kid that you want to punch in the face, but obviously you're not into hitting children, but you're thinking about it, and just a nice little backhand to the chops, you know, that badass child, nice little backhand to the chops, not even a backhand, just a nice little uppercut, nobody gonna know shit, chop in the throat. Nobody's gonna know shit. He gonna say you hit him. You be like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, child. And then you tell his parent that he's a pathological liar. You don't know who the fuck they are. You know, I don't know. I don't hit children, sir. Your child's talking about I slapped him in his neck, and I attempted to knock him out. No, I did not do that. I'm watching a movie on my laptop, sir. So please do not disturb me over this nonsense, please. And you know, just live my fucking life, you know? The hard thing about this, never mind, maybe, the program I'm using, it's not like the old program I used where it'll show a timer. Like, this program is so broken down and basic and why it's free, but it's probably pretty efficient. It's not a timer, but as I record and as the wavelengths go, it's showing where I'm at. I don't know. Hard to explain if you're not looking at it. So I'm not going to explain it to you no more because I just don't care to tell you anymore. But yeah, got a new laptop. I mean, the old one was cool. It was working for what it was, but I had like 4 USB ports on it and only one worked because I dropped it. I dropped the shit out of it one time. I was at my friend's house. I came from school, went to his house, and like for some reason, I tried to toss my backpack over my shoulder, and then my laptop just fell out. Didn't crack the screen or nothing, but it hit the ground pretty fucking hard, and I only had one USB port. So I was just like, I'm just going to thug it out because I don't want to buy shit. Because I was, you live in a frugal lifestyle. You don't want to buy shit until you absolutely have to. So shit died, never turned back on. I was like, fuck, there goes all my porn. And so now, but I still have the laptop. I'm going to take the disc out eventually and put on this shit, but I'm not in no hurry. I ain't got shit to really do except take pictures. I mean, the pictures that I need, I have somewhere on social media where I can just, I don't know. I got music, but most of my music's on my external hard drive. I'm not sure about that either. What else? I got my design, but like, having nothing on this laptop kind of gives you more of a creative drive because it's like, fuck, I don't got none of my old shit. So now I got to start all over, but that's all good because, boom, I got another drive coming. I feel more creative because I have to be creative and start fresh. So there's a lot of bullshit too on there. So I'm not tripping. I mean, some people are like, oh, I'd lose my mind if my laptop crashed and all my things were gone. But honestly, life is way too short to worry about dumb shit like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. There's always a way of doing things. I mean, there's a way to get that stuff off that laptop. You ripped a hole in your jeans, there's a way for you to wear those jeans again by having someone sew that hole shut. Simple. Live your life like that. And that's how I've been living. A little secret about me, I went to jail one time. You can check the public records. I'm not no internet gangster. I'm just a regular gangster with a big heart. And after that night in jail, came up with a realization like, man, life is too short to worry about shit you ain't gotta worry about. So appreciate the small things in life. When the big things come, appreciate those as well. But even the little things, you found $1 on the ground. That shit's cool. I'm happy. It's down $10. Oh, turn up. you know? Or you bought a truck that you obviously didn't need, but you kind of needed it because you like to go hiking and your car just doesn't suffice for that hiking environment. So you got a truck for $800. Then you're thinking your insurance is going to skyrocket, but it only goes up $5. Small win. Enjoy the little things in life and appreciate them. Simple. Pay your bills, you know? I don't know. There's a lot of things. Appreciate all the small things in life because life is too short to be stressing about everything, you know? So, and stay out of trouble. Don't do no dumb shit. Or you're just going to make it harder for yourself. I made it hard for myself, but I made a good turnaround. So, I'm not tripping. One more year left, and I can expunge my record. And boom. Then, clean slate. I'm going to act like ain't shit happened. I'm going to act brand new. I'm going to act like I ain't did nothing. Jovan, didn't you go to jail back in 2000s or something? No, I don't know what you're talking about, dog. It never happened. But you said on your podcast that you went to jail. No, that podcast don't exist. I'm listening to it right now. No, you're not. It never happened. What? And that's it. I'm trying to kill time as I update my phone because I have notes in here for tonight's podcast. I'm doing a lot of multitasking right now because I like I'm saying, I'm appreciating the little things in life. I have a computer that can multitask better because obviously the old joint, when I was trying to multitask, it was, it get a little sketchy. It frees up a little bit. Thugged it out. It still worked, but it froze up a little bit. So, just taking advantage of that. And my USB ports work. I got my phone plugged in. Got my fucking microphone plugged in. Shit's great. Shit's gravy right now. So, I hope everybody's doing well because I'm doing fine. I'm thugging it. Work is kicking my ass. I got vacation coming next month. And I am ready for my vacation because it's a good little reset, man. I'm going to be gone for like 2 weeks. The plan is go visit my papa for his 50th birthday, right? But his birthday is in actually like 6 days. But I'll be there for his 50th Christmas. Good enough, right? Boom, kick it, hang out. And then I have a friend that lives up the street in Indiana. So I want to drive up there and say what's up. Because I haven't seen the motherfucker since one of our buddies got married a couple years ago. I think like last year. Was it last year? Time flies by, man. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, one of our buddies got married. That's the last time I saw that fool. So I want to go and visit him. I ain't never been to Indiana before either. So there's so my dad stays out in Kentucky right now. So I want to drive to Indiana. So I want to stop off in Indianapolis, kick it for a bit, say I've been there, get a beer, donut, get back on the road, travel to the town that my homeboy stays at, kick it that night, turn up, fucking rage, come back the next day, and then hopefully me and my dad can make this Bengals and Ravens game in Cincinnati, right? Because that's the other plan. And then boom, I've been in Cincinnati, another city off of my list of places I've been in life. Because I don't know. I've traveled to a lot of places, like stateside. Overseas, I went to Germany when I was like 2, but that shit don't count. I was like 2. Don't remember shit. I just remember riding on the backseat of my dad's bike. Not motorcycle. My dude was riding a bike. And he had the little car seat in the back. I remember that, but that's about it. Yeah, so I mean, I've been in a lot of places. Been obviously all up and along the West Coast, and then a lot of places on the East Coast and Midwest and shit, and Florida. But I still need to go to Texas and like Louisiana and stuff. Haven't been there yet, but that's on my bucket list. I need to go back to New York too for longer than 2 days because I think we were there for literally Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, hanging out with one of my aunts. And like the only thing I did was go to the mall, buy a jacket, and then eat pizza. I didn't really do no cool shit. So I'm really trying to go to New York for like a week and like go to all the boroughs each day, go to a different borough. I'm trying to go to Spanish Harlem and go to a Spanish bodega and buy some snacks. That's all I want to do. That's the main goal next time I go to New York is go to Spanish Harlem, go to a bodega, buy some snacks. get the fuck out. Uber back to my hotel, kick it. So, and yeah, people told me that Times Square is similar to Hollywood Boulevard. So I don't think I'm going to spend too much time there. Maybe take a picture or two and then get the hell up out of there. Because a lot of places, man, a lot of these big city places and the heart of these big cities are really not that great, to be honest. I mean, I've been to LA. LA is cool. It's different. But like the heart of the city is weird. I'd rather be in the outskirts. There's more culture out there. It's cooler out there. It's not as dirty out there. People give a fuck out there. Like the suburbs. And then Hollywood Boulevard, you don't want to go to Hollywood Boulevard. That shit's gross. What else, man? And like Las Vegas on TV has the glitz and the glamour, but you go to certain parts of the strip, you're like, yo, I need to get the fuck up out of here because you think you about to get robbed and stabbed with a syringe in the butthole. That's what you think's gonna happen to you in certain parts of Vegas. Yeah, man, but you know, shit's cool. My favorite city I've ever been to so far was Philadelphia, because maybe not my favorite. I liked it a lot. How about that? It's not my favorite, but I liked it a lot. My favorite city is DC. Just that whole DC metro area was my favorite because it's just so much different shit out there. Like you can get Chinese food and then go to a hookah bar and then play basketball down the street. Like there's a lot of shit nearby. Like I was going to hookah bars before hookah bars were cool. That's like how diverse DC was, because there's a lot of Middle Eastern people out there, a lot of everything out there. And that's what I found out, man. Like Middle Eastern girls, low key. Let's be honest. That's like America's like secret. The Middle Eastern girls are really attractive, and nobody talks about them. Maybe because their dad's not gonna let you date them, but still, you know, they're not ugly. A lot of them are really cute. Now, so next time you go to DC, you see that chick over there, you think she's mixed or something. She's probably Indian, or she could be Iranian, something like that, or maybe Egyptian. Oh, but Egypt is in Africa, but still. All right, so don't trip, man. You just don't really have too much of a chance with them. I mean, unless like their parents are really cool with mixing cultures and shit. Cause like, yeah, I got a friend that's Iraqi and he had an arranged wedding. That's how real the shit is over there. So they don't fuck around. But you never know. You never know. I'm just talking. You don't know me. I might not even be telling you facts right now. You don't know me. All right. So, what was I even going to talk about today, man? What was I talking about today? Oh, this is going to be a two-part podcast. I'm going to give this to you for 45 minutes, though, because I need to go to sleep. I got shit to do tomorrow, and I think I'm coming down with a cold. So, yeah. So today, I'm talking about this, and tomorrow I'm talking about this with my friends, to Darwin and Mary. It's a two-parter. So yeah, I was gonna just hop into it, talk about. I need to adjust my leg. My leg hurts. I'm sitting on my knee. I don't know how to get into it. Really, my entire life, just in my mic. I'm holding my mic in my hand. My entire life, as a black male with a quarter Japanese descent, I've always played the good guy role. Why did you play the good guy role, Jovan? You're so handsome. Why do you have to play the good guy role? You can get any girl you want. Now, that's what Grandma told me. I don't know if I really can in real life, but that's what Gram said. She said, Jovan, you can get any girl you want. You so handsome. Right? That's what Grandma said. But hey, you really can't. You could. You just got to try really hard. And sometimes a girl you want, she ain't going to be shit. And you're going to find out the hard way. I found out the hard way maybe like once. Maybe once or twice. But like, hey, girls I dated though, the girls I dated, like for real, they were like good people. Generally good people. Just didn't work out, right? But then, like, obviously, the females in between that you think you're gonna date, they just end up not being shit, and that's why you don't date them, because they end up not being shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but the way I've always played it is I played the good guy role, right? Now, they say good guys finish last. It's true, but it's fine, because the thing about it, which you have to learn, and now this is for any listeners I may have that's younger than 22, because around 22, shit got weird for me, and I started transitioning and figuring shit out at the age of like 23, 24, right? So that's if I even have listeners that are that young. I mean, I have fucking like 2 subscribers, but fuck it. I don't know. They could both be 16 years old. Need some help. I don't know. But the good guy role is effective, right? You have to accept that shit sometimes. Like, you can't, nobody, not everybody is meant to be a ladies' man / player, aka getting all the hoes. It's not like that. The world does not spin like that, right? So some of us just aren't into being players, right? We tried. Definitely we tried. High school, I tried. It just didn't work out. I'm too fucking sensitive. I care too much. And that's the reason why I had to accept that, hey, I'm not a player. I can't be a player because I care too much and I'm sensitive. If I hurt your feelings, I will feel bad that I hurt your feelings. It's fucking silly. But that's how people are these days. Not these days. That's how some people are in life. People give a fuck. Me, I'm a person that gives a fuck. Lived my whole life giving a fuck. These days now, I've been able to control my giving a fuckness, right? Because there's certain points where you can do me wrong, right? But then eventually I'll come around and I'll be I'll make amends and we'll be friends again. But now, as I got older, I'm able to control that give a fuckness a lot better. And if you do me wrong, I'm just gonna be like, I can't fuck with you, dog. Unless there's a legitimate reason why we can make amends. But if there's really no legitimate reason and there's no benefits to what we had, then it doesn't even matter, dog. Like, bye. See you later, my friend. Also, man, you accept that good guy role, but you can't let people walk over you. You know what I mean? You gotta be a good guy with some motherfucking, with some stand still, with some boots on. Because what's gonna happen when you're a nice person, even if you're a good guy or just a nice girl, nice person, right? With good intentions, nice intentions. There's gonna be people listening to my podcast like, Jovan's full of shit. He doesn't have good intentions. But majority of the people I fuck with, they're gonna be like, Jovan has good intentions. He's a nice person. That's it. Those are just haters that won't agree. And everybody got haters. I might not have a lot. People do not give a fuck about what I'm doing. But you gonna have some haters. At least one person. That one, your young uncle, that motherfucker's a hater. Automatically. Why? Because he's young and he's looking at you and you're doing better than him where he was 10 years ago, and he's gonna hate on your shit. So, whatever. Anyways, you just gotta have some boots, man. So people try and walk over you or take your kindness for weakness, and they're either gonna lead you on, or they're gonna be nice to your face but talk about you behind your back, or they're just gonna do you grimy in a sense, and they're just gonna act like you're just gonna be okay with it. And yeah, but you gotta wear some boots, all right? For the simple fact that because you want people to understand that they need to earn your nice, your nice well-being. People need to earn and respect it. Like, you can be the nice guy, but you have to earn that relationship of me being nice to you and us being, cordial, me being, open to trying to invite you places with me and my friends, or just greeting you when we go places, or just, inviting, just being that nice person. You know what I mean? And like, there's certain people that will rub you the wrong way, and there's something inside of you that just wants to give them the benefit of the doubt and try and understand them. Yet everyone else in your circle doesn't really like them too much because of the way they carry themselves. But if you're like generally a nice person, there's always something in the back of your mind that's like, although this person's fucking crazy and gets on everybody's nerves, I understand why they're like that. And there has to be something else inside of them that makes them the way that they are. So there's no reason for me to not like this person because my friends don't like them. They haven't done anything wrong to me. They just, they might have characteristics of like they talk too much, or, they gossip a lot, or they start a lot of drama. But if they're not involving you and they look at you as a nice person, then it's like, you don't need to let your peers be involved in the way you interact with this person, because it's not you. You gotta accept yourself for being a nice person, because there's gonna be times where you're gonna wanna be like, oh, fuck that person if you don't like them because they're annoying as fuck. All they do is cause drama. Fuck them. But in all honesty, you're like, I feel bad for this person because they're just doing the shit all wrong. And I know they mean well sometimes, but I'm accepting of that person unless they do me wrong. Then it's a problem. But if they look at me like a genuinely nice person, or I haven't done anything wrong to them and shit like that, then, I can't not like a person because the rest of my friends don't. This shit is silly, Yeah, so if you're a nice guy in high school, my friend, if you're listening to this podcast, accept that shit. The girls you may like that don't like nice guys necessarily yet, either this is how it's gonna go down. Either they're gonna come around, right, when they're a little older, look at you like, dang, you're awesome, you guys go on a date or some shit, hit it off, nothing, right? They'd be like that, whatever. Or she gonna be in some shit all the time, drama, and you get a little older, you look back on that and you look at them now and you're like, I definitely missed a bullet, because my life would have been fucked up if I really dated her. Happens, man. What else? That's really it. That's it. Because the girls that don't like you because you're too nice, either one, they just haven't gotten their heart broken enough yet, or they just, they're just fucking dumb. And they just want to chase the bad guy to try and change him, end up with their heart broken trillions of times, and just keep chasing that shit until they get old and gray, and they end up like, what the fuck happened? And then that's it. That's their life. They're going to be 40 years old. You going to be 40 years old, living a good life, chilling, being a nice guy, doing whatever the fuck you do, not worrying about shit. That's it. That's life. But, yeah. Accept that shit, dog. I'm a nice person. Oh, he's nice. Accept that shit. Not everybody's gonna like it, but fuck it. Just wear some boots, alright? Be a nice guy, a nice person, nice lady, whatever, but wear your boots, alright? Because there's gonna be times where a person you may like a lot or a little, you want to pursue them, they lead you on, and they leave you for the bad boy or bad girl figure, whatever the fuck people do these days. You know what I'm talking about? The person that excites them because they have all this bullshit going on in their lives. They ain't got the shit together, but something's exciting about them, right? So you're gonna be in those situations where you're talking to this person, they lead you on, they choose up on somebody else that ain't shit, but fuck it, whatever. Don't dwell on it. Just do your thing. Keep focusing on progressing in life like you already were, and then don't think nothing of it. But always wear some boots, because there's going to be a time when that person may come back, right? Now, you may, text them out of the blue because you want to see, hey, how are you doing? No. But then they may come back on some shit like, they want to, because obviously if things didn't work out with that person that they done played you for, then they're like, now you're the second option, right? Don't be the second option, motherfuckers. Do not do that, because it's bullshit. You deserve better. Never do that shit. Know your self-worth. Keep your pimp hand strong and wear some boots, all right? Because all that's going to do, it just gives a person that doesn't deserve to win the opportunity to win and have it their way. And in the end, you're just a sucker. Don't be a sucker. If they played you then, they'll probably play you now, and that's it. So, keep your boots on. They come back around, you let them know, hey, I'm not playing these shitty games. If you for real, be for real. If you're not, I'm wearing boots. So, that's the life you gotta live these days. Because just wear your boots and be nice, right? Wear your boots. Don't let nobody fucking walk over you. Wear your boots. Alright? Don't be nobody's second option. Wear your motherfucking boots. Okay? And accept being a nice guy. It's okay to be the nice person, because you're going to find yourself a nice person. Either, you're a guy that likes guys, or guys that like girls, or girls that like guys, or girls that like girls. Whatever. Be the nice person. You'll find another nice person that done the same dumb shit as you, trying to like this person that doesn't like nice people. Then y'all just going to connect together, and then y'all going to be nice people, and y'all going to be doing nice people shit all the time, because that's what nice people do. Like, go to coffee shops and art galleries and like nice people shit, and wear your boots, because there's gonna be other motherfuckers hating on your nice relationship. So you're gonna put on your nice boots and be like, hey, back the fuck up, or you're gonna get stomped out with my boots by my nice girlfriend. You feel me? Yeah, because what also is gonna happen is that when the girl that you, or the boy, or the other girl, whatever, I don't know, I'm trying to be universal right now, but if the person that you like at one point, that dissed you for the person that ain't shit, that's not nice, and you a nice person, they see you getting happy with this other nice person, they're gonna creep their way back into your life, or at least attempt to, and you don't want that shit to happen either. Like, it's gonna happen. It may happen, right? They're going to put hard eyes under your Instagram photos, right? Pay no mind to that shit. Ignore that shit, all right? Don't even say nothing about it. When your nice girlfriend asks you, who's that girl, be like, just tell the truth. Just be like, some chick that I had a thing for way back in the day, yeah. So she probably sees me happy with you, and she's just, obviously trying to make her presence felt by putting hard eyes under my selfie. Yet she does know that I'm with you, my nice girlfriend, right? So most of the time, that nice spouse or nice person you're dating, they're gonna be understanding. They're gonna be like, oh, I know what you're talking about, because the same shit happens to me. And then no fight, whatever, you know what I mean? So yeah, fuck it, be nice, embrace that shit, accept that shit, accept that you're boring. All right, do the shit that you like to do, such as hiking, maybe try and travel, drink beer, go to concerts and shit, go to comedy shows, just be active and do shit, because for some reason, people that like nice guys that do nice, that do shit like that on a regular basis, they don't like doing shit like that, they're not going to be into hiking. I mean, eventually. Maybe they are. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just talking shit right now. I don't know. But overall, keep doing the shit you like to do. They may see you as being so nice, boring. Or you might run into people that may see you doing all this shit all the time and be like, oh man, I want to date this person because they do cool shit all the time. Or they're just doing shit all the time. Don't do that either. Don't date those people like that either. All right, just date the person that for sure you got compatibility with, and some sort of connection. And just be nice. Be nice and boring together. I'm telling you. You know what I do on Fridays, right? You know what I did last week? Met a nice person, sat at a bar, drank and talk. That's it. Had a whiskey and a beer. When I had a beer, and she was drinking something. That was it. We talked for a few hours too. But did boring nice people shit. That's what boring nice people do, right? I don't want you in my trap house while I'm playing Xbox. Not that's just not my thing for right now. I don't know. Be a good host. Be a good person. If you hear this horn in the background, pay no mind to it. Somebody's alarm's going off. I hope they turn it off eventually, because shit's kind of annoying. But yeah, man. Like I said, if you're a nice person, accept that shit. Wear your boots. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Be a nice person. Don't let nobody walk over you. Wear your boots. All right. Yeah. Also, if somebody did play you in the past, right, and time goes by, and they want to, they give you attention again, and say, hey, I'm sorry for doing you the way that I did, and you see their apology is accepting, or not accepting, but it's genuine. You can always give them the benefit of the doubt. You don't, obviously, because you being a nice person, you're not going to write people off that fast sometimes, because you're understanding, like, this person was in a weird spot. Shit happens. I'm not going to trip about it, because when people are in love, quote unquote love, because some people don't know what the fuck love is, but quote unquote love, they'll do dumb shit. So if you understand that and accept it, give that person the benefit of the doubt, but watch your back and keep your head on the swivel, because that person could play you again and again. So it's that whole fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And if you're like me, if you're a nice person with boots, you're not going to get fooled twice, motherfuckers. So, yeah. So, I mean, give that person the benefit of the doubt, but don't come in that shit stupid. Like, oh, okay, she changed or he changed. I'm going to give this a chance, and I think this is going to work. Because it might not. So, keep your head on swivel. Be nice, but wear some boots. Give that person the benefit of the doubt, but don't be an idiot walking into that shit again, because it can definitely happen again. Because I've definitely ran into situations where I was in an on and off again relationship that I don't even count as a serious relationship. It was just killing time for the time being, and a lot of that shit's went on. So it takes a lot of energy, man. It takes a lot of energy, unnecessary time. Just gotta let it go. But there's gonna be some things that's gonna test you, like a nice butt cheek, right? Nice old voluptuous butt cheeks, and sometimes it's hard to let that shit go. But you gonna have to be strong, brother. If her butt is big and you love butt cheeks, you just gotta be strong. If you know that relationship ain't going nowhere, all right? Because someone's gonna get hurt, and I don't want nobody on here listening to my podcast talking about they got hurt because they were in love with somebody due to that physical feature, such as big breasts and a big butt, and because they knew there was no compatibility. All right, I just don't want nobody to get hurt. Just let it go, man. Just be as strong as you can and let it go, because it's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. Okay, just know it ain't worth it. You can just let it go. If a butt is big and you like butts, just let it go. There's more butts out there to love, and they will love you back if you allow it. All right, keep that in mind. Be nice. Wear your boots. Live your life. I said that already. If you're a nice person, live your life, man. Some people are fixated on finding that person that likes them back, finding that special person in life. But nah, fuck that. Live your life, man. I'm 26, right? My parents are always like, when you gonna get married? When you gonna have grandkids? And I'm like, it sounds good sometimes, but the thought of kids right now scares the shit out of me. And I got shit to do. So, I'm just living my life. I'm open to dating, right? Yeah, open to dating. And I let it be known sometimes, like, hey, I think you're cute. You're cool. I kind of like you. Let's get some fucking coffee. You're going to get turned down sometimes. Sometimes you won't. It depends. You're ugly to some people, you're handsome to others. That's life. Unless you're a fucking Brad Pitt. That's a total different game. But he's getting a divorce too. So it doesn't even fucking matter, right? So, yeah. I mean, 26, open to dating, but I'm not like on the prowl, I need to find my wife type of shit. I'm just, hanging out, playing the field, seeing what happens, letting shit occur naturally. Right? That's how you gotta do. You gotta live your life. So, yeah, man, I'm 26. Honestly, I'm hoping to slide in my 30s with no kids and hopefully no marriage, right? If I do somehow get married in 2 years, which I really doubt, but if I did, I'm not having no kids though. The kids ain't happening until I want to travel with my newly wedded wife first before I have kids. You know what I mean? Like, not even stateside traveling. I'm talking about going to different continents and shit and like enjoying life, and then have kids and then be stuck with that motherfucker for 20 years. And then when he graduates from life and does his own thing, me and my old wife now, we travel again and walk around the house butt naked, right? So you have to enjoy those things before and after kids. So, I mean, that's just my thing. I can't do that whole get married, then 3 months later have a kid. Fuck all that. Because I don't even know like the way life is now and the way these generations are set up now, people they're just so quick at getting divorced and stuff. That's why I'm not like, I think personally getting married to somebody in under like 2 years, that shit is crazy to me. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Because it's like there's so much to learn about a person. And I just feel like 2 years isn't enough time. Like, my uncle and my aunt, they dated for 20 years before they got married. Now, I think there's probably some weird personal shit. And, people get scared, obviously. So they just be like, I can't get married. I'm fucking frightened of it. But, somebody's a writer and they're going to be like, hey, I support that. I understand where you came from. Let's ride this shit out. Ride this wave. Boom. So, yeah, I had an uncle and aunt that didn't get married until 20 years later. So, I don't know. I'm not in no rush to do shit. Even if I'm old, man. Fuck it. Because this is going to be old single women kicking it too. So, I'm not tripping. Unless I'm uglier by then. Then if I'm uglier, then fuck it. I'm just going to get a dog. Right? So, whatever. And just go back to school and be a doctor with a dog. And live my life. Live your life. That's it, man. People get so fixated on finding that special person sometimes where they just forget to live their life. And then when they get that person, when they finally get the opportunity to start some shit that they enjoy doing, they end up dating a person and they just throw that shit out the window. And then they're just like settled. And then like that's all they do is just hang out with that person. Don't do no shit on their own time. Fuck all that. Me personally, I'm a serious person. We live our own lives. We have our own hobbies. We have our own things that we like. I'm not going to drop all my shit to be with this person for more time out of the day. And I don't expect her to drop her shit to be with me all times of the day. Because, I mean, we're individuals. We're people. We have our own dreams, own hobbies, things like that. You know what I mean? Own interests. So, but I mean, I'm single as fuck. Ain't nobody gonna listen to me, right? I don't know. I'm old school, though. I'm like an OG. So, not even an OG. There's people that are married and I'm not gonna take this away from couples that got married soon or fast or whatever, because some people they may have had that compatibility, fell in love with each other real quick, and they're like, yo, this is the motherfucker I'm gonna marry, right? That happens. You know what I mean? Nothing's wrong with that. Okay? Nothing's wrong with that. So, just me, I need some time before I think about marriage. I want to date you for at least 3-4 years. We got to travel somewhere a couple times so I can know what it's like when you're in different waters. And just see what happens, never ever be somebody else's rebound, because that's bullshit too. Alright? If somebody just broke up with someone and then you slide in their DMs and they're giving you all this attention and shit, and you're thinking you're going to date them, you need to press pause on that shit real quick, because you're just a rebound, my friend. You're just a motherfucking rebound. And you don't want to be a rebound because half the time that relationship ain't going to last and you're just going to be a sucker, right? Just let the shit naturally happen. Stay away from people that just broken up with someone because it's not going to last. It ain't going to last, man. Unless, now, I know somebody that dated someone, right? Nah, I take that back because, yeah, she was already broken up with that dude for a long time before they started dating and they ended up getting married. So that's a bad example. But I'm saying do not go and be a rebound because that shit ain't going to work, all right? Am I going to say I had experience with that? Not really. Kind of, sort of. And shit don't work, so stay away from it. Don't be nobody's rebound. Be somebody's first round pick because then you know you care. They care about you, you care about them. They're not going to date you to try and fill a void or get back at their ex. You know what I mean? Because that shit's out the window. They're trying to date you because they actually like you. All right? Remember that shit. Okay? These are all some words from Jovan. I hope you wrote down some notes. Embrace your niceness, but wear boots. Don't be a rebound. Bad boys, bad girls, whatever the fuck. Just a waste of time. Find your person, accept your nice being self, and then find another nice person. Alright, life will be way less stressful. Alright, if you're dealing with somebody that has things you like about them, like a big butt, and you know that relationship ain't gonna go nowhere, you gotta use all your strength and let that shit go, because this is gonna be a headache, and it just ain't gonna end well. And what else, man? Live your life. Alright? Live your life. Find things you like to do and do them all the time as much as possible. I go to the gym during the week and work. I podcast. That was a nasty burp. Excuse me. Go to the gym during the week. I work. I record a podcast. I design t-shirts. Those are my 4 things right now. And those are my main things. And my free time shit, weekends, I do whatever the fuck I want. And I make sure I'm doing something. Alright, so like this weekend coming, I'm going to Portland. My brother's birthday, we're going to turn up, right? Go to a strip club, spend some ones, maybe dump a bottle of Hennessy on a stripper. Not a big deal, right? Eat some cheeseburgers. I'm going to go to Lardo's in Portland. If you're ever in Portland, Oregon, go to Lardo. Alright, so it's a hamburger spot. Greasy as fuck burgers, because they'll give you a cheeseburger with like a slice of ham and bacon on the shit. And then they got beer. And it's like really heavy food, but it's really good. So next time you're in Portland, look up Lardo. Go there. Tell them Jovan sent you. They're not gonna know you. They're not gonna know who the fuck you're talking about. But just tell them I sent you, just so you can make conversation and look cool in front of other people. So, yeah, man, and don't be chasing skirts either. Like if you're a nice person, accept it. But wear your boots and don't be chasing no butt cheeks, because butt cheeks is gonna come and go, right? I mean, to be honest, man, like you're gonna like some butt cheeks every now and then, and it's gonna swindle around to your way. But don't be chasing around these butt cheeks, man, because your priority is gonna be all jacked up. You're gonna be worried about this girl's butt when you got shit to do, but you ain't gonna do your shit because you're too worried about them butts. So handle your business first. Let the butt cheeks come to you. When they come to you, you own those butt cheeks for the time that you have them. And then when you don't have them no more, you give them back to the community. Because that's just how life is these days, I got a story when I was younger. Because obviously I embraced my nice guy role at a very young age. And I just wasn't into chasing butt cheeks. I had better things to do, such as try and graduate high school and go to college. And that's what I was trying to do. That's what I did. So I just wasn't into chasing butt cheeks that much. I don't know. I just had other things I was into. And I think overall it actually benefited me for the long haul. So butt cheeks, man. So I was a kid, as a teenager. All my cousins, they either had kids or they were pregnant when they were young, all that shit. And my grandma, when she was alive, I remember she thought I was gay. And that shit was, nothing against gay people. Obviously, Darwin's gay. He's one of my good friends, but the shit's hilarious, right? When your grandma thinks you're gay because you're not out here talking about butt cheeks and getting women pregnant. But those are how my cousins were doing out there, like getting girls pregnant or chasing around these girls, talking about this girl, talking about that girl, all that shit. That's all they're talking about, right? But me, on the other hand, I'm just chilling. I ain't talking about shit. I'm trying to talk about football that I was playing at the time. I'm talking about fucking video games and shit. I wasn't worried about girls like that when I was younger. And, yeah, so it was hilarious as shit, because my grandma was like, I heard her whisper to my dad up in the front seat. She was like, is Joe gay? And I was like, oh, shit, my grandma thinks I'm gay. What am I going to do now? Grandma thinks I'm gay. And, when you're young, and, when you're a young man growing up in my day, when somebody called you gay, dog, like, no, I'm not. And then you have to fight them. So I was getting ready to square up with my grandma, like, nah, grandma, I'm not gay, but you gonna get these hands though, so I can just prove to you I ain't gay. So we're gonna throw hands, grandma. Like, so I was getting ready to tap my grandma on her shoulder, be like, yo, I'm not gay, grandma, but I'll show you these hands real quick if you want to think I'm gay. So, when you're a young kid, young man, young boy, and people call you gay and you ain't gay, or if you are gay, you just haven't come out of the closet yet, but people call you gay, you gonna throw hands. You want to throw hands just to prove that you ain't gay. So I was gonna throw hands on my grandma and be like, yo, grams, I have to get you out this car. We're gonna have to throw hands. And I mean, if I whoop your ass, I still love you. I still like watching soap operas with you. But we're going to have a soap opera outside with these hands. So I was getting ready to do that. But, my dad laughed and he was like, nah, man, he's just not into that stuff. I mean, he basically broke it down to her and how he raised us to really not worry about the opposite sex like that, and just to like get your shit together and get your shit taken care of before you start worrying about all this other stuff that you ain't got time to worry about, because all it's going to do is fuck with your focus. So he basically explained all that to her, and she was like, oh, okay. And then she was cool with it. So, I was raised up in my seat. But after she was like, oh, okay, I just sat back down like, all right, I ain't got to throw these hands on grandma no more. We good. All right. So, but yeah, man. Like, that's how my dad raised us. My sisters are the same way. Like, my oldest younger sister, I don't know. I think she was talking about she was dating some dude. But, like, when she told me she was dating this dude, I said, no, you're not. And then we haven't talked about it since, because she's not dating. I don't care. As long as I'm alive, she can be married. You're not married. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not dating that person. Jovan, we have 2 kids together. No, you don't. Those aren't my nieces and nephews. You guys aren't together. Now, when I'm alive, you guys are not together. But, Jovan, we have a house and a backyard? No. That's my house and backyard. I don't know that, man. You guys are not together. As long as I'm your older brother and I'm alive, you two are not together. I'm sorry. So I don't know. She said she has a boyfriend, but I told her, you don't have a boyfriend. Okay? You have a brother and a father. You don't have a boyfriend. Right? So, I don't know. But my dad always told us, always focus on the things that matter and let all that other stuff, happen naturally, in a sense. Like, if you like somebody and they, you guys like each other, you can date and all that shit. But don't be chasing butt cheeks, because butt cheeks are always going to be there to get chased, and they can get chased by somebody else because you got other things to do. Right? All right. Yeah, man. Also, what else was I going to say? Don't mess with people that waste your time. Okay? So, I mean, if you like to have your time wasted, be my guest. Get your time wasted. That's just not my thing, so I ain't gonna do it. So, but I'm just saying, stay away from people that waste your time, because honestly, people that waste your time are the equivalent to people who drive slow on the far left lane of a freeway. You know what I mean? So, when you're driving, you see that person on the freeway, on the far left lane, the fast lane, driving slow, That's like the person that's wasting your time, and you're asking yourself, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this to people? You know, you might hurt somebody doing this, driving this slow in this far left lane where everybody else is driving a little faster. You're going to hurt somebody eventually, just like that person that's wasting time of other people's. And so what I normally do, either in this situation, driving in the far left lane, or people that waste my time, I just speed right past them. I'd be like, yo, you need to fuck off, you selfish motherfucker. I yell it out my window, or I yell it in that person's face as they're trying to waste my time, and I just get on with my life. Because life is too short to let people waste it because they don't know what the fuck they want. So, you know, I think that's the podcast. I ain't got no music for you guys. I told you, man. I got a new laptop, ain't got my shit loaded, you know. So it's all good. I apologize. But for any of my young listeners that are having trouble with accepting their nice person role, accept that shit, man. Or lady. Accept that shit. Wear your boots. Don't let people walk over you. Don't let your time get wasted. Don't be nobody's rebound. Be a first round pick. And live your motherfucking life. Alright? Always live your life. Don't let nobody come in between that shit. And just be happy. Do things that make you happy. And just let everything else fall into place. Okay? Alright. So can I leave now? It's 10:20 p.m. November 1st, 2016. I got shit to do tomorrow. I need to go to sleep. So I need to still cast my freaking ballot in the Dropbox. Fuck. I gotta vote still. I'm not gonna waste my vote either. Alright? I'm not gonna not vote either. Because Martin Luther King did not get shot on that balcony for me not to vote. So I'm gonna fucking vote. So we'll see who the new president is. Because if y'all don't hear back from me, that obviously means obviously means Donald Trump done shipped us back to Africa. Alright? So, yeah. You hear that, motherfuckers. So you have a good night, man. Stay out of trouble. Don't do no dumb shit. Love yourself. Keep moving. Keep progressing. And live your life. And we will check back in with you tomorrow when I'm with Marion to Darwin for part 2 of this discussion. Okay, bye-bye.